Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Is this thing on? Yeah. Podcast today, and I am feeling all kinds of weird because it's Monday. Yesterday, technical difficulties and all that great stuff. Mr.Different had the honor of struggling with me on that. And yeah, it was kind of crazy. So right now, you already know what we do early before we get into anything. I'm going to ask everybody to retweet, reshare, let everybody know, let your mama know, your sister, hide your kids, hide your wife, and give them a YouTube account or something. But anyways, so we're going to talk about the top 20 most influential music producers. And I don't know how I'm going to do this. I got a list, of course, and I know it's going to piss a lot of people off, and that's okay. Not everybody's going to agree with me with this, but, you know, we're going to lay down the ground rules, and we're also going to talk about all of the crazy stuff that happened this past week. So with that being said, just letting everybody know, so retweet it if you just see it, if you just joined us from Twitter, and I'm going to go ahead and let the Facebook gang know what it is. And
yes,
Mr.Different is back in the building.
Long vacation.
How was that anyways?
It was good, man. You know, I went to Tampa and Tampa and Orlando for a week. And then before that, I was just not want to do YouTube. And then this week, when I got back, I was sick the whole week.
Damn. Shout out to vacations.
But I'm back live in effect. Ready to get it going, ready to do a podcast. It didn't feel right not doing a podcast, so it's good. I'm ready to be back.
Word.
I really want to be in last week's podcast. I'm mad I missed it.
That was crazy. Man. Shout out to Suave. Y'all gonna see him on a new episode of the new thing that we got going on, which is Studio Life, because that's one of the things I really like. But with that being said, let's go ahead and roll that intro, because you already know I want to get everybody extra hype, so let's go. All right. I see everybody in the chat. You know, I'm gonna bless everybody for being here. You know, we got early gang in this bitch. So Shorty Fields, past pace, what's going on? Booth on the beat. Appreciate you, my moderator brother. Grant, what's good? Malcolm from the north, what's going on? Cymatis Acosta, what's going on? Hey. So let's go ahead over the topics right now that we're gonna talk about. Of course, it is the one thing we saw a lot of lists drop, and people were going crazy. The top 50 rappers or whatnot. Joe Budden at number 17 really stuck out to me. I don't know how that works. Hell no. Joe Budden had to have made that shit for real. But yeah, we're gonna talk about a couple of things here. So anyways, top 20 most influential hip-hop producer. So for those people that see certain music producers not on there, like Rodney Jerkins or something like that, or Black Child, what he switched his name to? He's not a predominantly hip-hop producer. I'm talking about a producer that made their way into the game as a hip-hop producer and maybe expanded onto other genres or whatnot, as well as many other things as well that I got listed. So anyways, you already know what we do early, so we're going to go ahead and cover the stuff that we had from last week. You know, I have the community tab where I get to hear from you guys. A happy belated birthday to Empire's own Butter Murphy. Shout out to him. By the way, he solidified one of my placements this year, and boy, I am ready. I'm ready to have an even crazy year. But one of the topics that we covered, holy shit, it got 1,000 votes too. And it was, do you think having crazy 808s will stop you from getting a song placement, and why? So it was 28% yes and 72% no. So yeah, it was a lot to be said there. And 76 comments, holy goodness. So I'm going to just run through these, maybe just pick out a few. I'm pretty sure Past Pace might be in the top 10 because everybody loves him in his troll comments. So we have Travi G Extra, and he said placements and labels are stupid. They want you to follow formulas and color in the line type of thinking. Yeah. And in my opinion, you're better off finding talent and starting some dope shit with your own sound. Absolutely. I need a applause for that shit, because I don't think they hear you though. The J, he said, it depends. Crazy is very broad. If you're talking about people who overuse 808 slides and panning in their 808s, then yes, that will probably prevent you from getting a placement. Again, probably. I already read that one last time. That was one of the early ones. Pyro said, no, because there are no rules in music, and if it sounds good, let it be. Absolutely. That's something that everybody should know about. Let me go ahead and heart them up there. But yeah, I definitely need an applause button. Shit. But
yeah.
put that on the list, the bucket list for next week. I was said, bruh, cause that shit old and whack straight up. But if you can do it, might as well go hard with it. Okay. I was. All right. Evan Beats said, yes, if it's not with Travis, ASAP Rocky, or one of those rare rappers of that nature. If you're not getting your C10 octave slide beats placed with an artist, then it might sound good on its own, but not with an artist. Save that for beat tapes. I mean, I could definitely get what he's saying. One more from Black Moses Beat. Shout out to him because he's usually a frequent viewer on this channel. And he says, I voted yes because some artists might not dig it and others will. Some of these artists want the same old, and those aren't the people I want to work with anyways. So it's a pretty decent debate. How you feel about that though? Crazy 808s, yay, nay?
Man, I put like, oh, I'm echoing. What's going on?
I don't even hear the echo over on your side.
Yeah, I hear the echo. There we go. Okay. But yeah, man. I don't know. It was an echo for a second. I don't know. Voice meter, banana.
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah, beautiful. Make sure I'm looking other way. There we go. But yeah, man. I mean, I look at it like this. It depends. It's not no yes, no, maybe so,
right?
Whatever, blah blah blah. It's more like if it fits the genre that you're doing. Like I said, what's that thing?
UK drill
music, right?
Yeah, they just don't give a damn. They always everywhere.
That's a genre right there that thrives off that, and it works perfectly. I love it. You know what I'm saying? It works.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like when you got these cookie cutter, simple auto-tune rappers who can't rap and only say 2-syllable words for their music, yeah, 808 slides is gonna throw them off because the beat's gonna outshine them completely.
Yeah,
they don't want that.
That's
so
the whole purpose of the auto-tune movement, anyways, is that the beat is gonna be the carrying part of the track.
Exactly. So in my opinion, I feel like if it works for you and the genre you're making, do it. Don't listen to what other people are saying, because there are genres out there that it works perfectly for. And also, if the artist asks for it, make it. If you don't, I mean, it don't really matter. I mean, it's the thing about it's like people listen to producers and what they say all the time. Mm-hmm. When those producers are keeping you from reaching your full potential or experimenting at that. Don't care. Who cares what they say? If they think that, then let them think that. If it works for them, let them do it. Do what works for you. If 808 slides are working for you and you're getting beat sales off of it, hey, slide to your heart's content. That's how I see it. Like I do 808 slides. I don't do them super crazy, but I do them. You know what I'm saying? I might go crazy one day. Who knows? I might make a beat doing some crazy shit. But at the same time, do what works for you and fuck what everybody's saying. Because hell, it is what it is.
So let's go ahead and get into that shit. Oh yeah. Everybody you gotta prep yourself up for this, man. Like, and then one of the homies that I had on the list, and in a really peculiar spot, was actually supposed to be on the podcast yesterday. That's why I'm very disappointed. But we're gonna get into that damn list because there was a lot of lists, and I want people to understand what I mean by influential. And let me go ahead and just pull up my notes because I'm gonna do it I'm gonna fuck it. We're gonna do this live. We're gonna do this live. So, all right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull up a note or whatnot, and I'm probably gonna screen print it for later so it can really go bananas on social media or whatnot. But I'm gonna do a list. I do have a list on my iPad, so that's gonna be the main thing that really carries this over here. And so the top 5 that I really, really want to talk about in this regard is going to really be the most influential. Of course, they have made several of hits or whatnot, and they have done a caveat of stuff that would put them in the proper perspective. So when we're talking about this top 5, they have done, and my criteria, of course, by the way, I wrote it down. They have set a trend. Like, you must have set a trend, not because just slightly remix something that was already existing prior to you. I'm talking about setting a trend in hip hop. Must have their own style. Like, their own style basically kind of facilitates the set the trend type thing. And I'm not talking about those type beat producers, because I know a lot of you guys like them. No disrespect to those guys. I know a lot of that's the thing that's in right now. But that ain't influential at all. Also, let me see. Transcended the genre. Like, they haven't just 100% sat in the same one trick pony type deal. And there's nothing wrong with having one style. Some people can only make like pop tracks, and I can't even say pop because pop means popular music, because anything could be popular. Trap music is popular music these days. So. But my first one, it could arguably be switched, but they at one time in the early 2000s, they produced about 90% of the music on the radio. So you already probably know what this is. I'm like, who you think this is? I'm talking about 90% in the early 2000s.
Early 2000s? Ooh, shit.
90% of the music in the early 2000s.
Early 2000s. Shit. What songs came out in the early 2000s? I don't even fuck.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
I don't know.
So the first one is quite obvious. Captain Obvious, the Neptunes. The Neptunes is definitely arguable number one for me. Arguable number one for me.
Okay, I see that.
And now that I'm looking at the chat, I did ask that question. That was the question that I asked yesterday, is what is your top 20, I think, or top 10 hip hop producers? And I saw some really interesting. We're going to get back to that. But today we're going to talk about this because I want people to reshare this video and talk about this, because there's going to be a lot of people that's going to be upset. But the Neptunes, number one, that's what I would say. Number 2, I would probably put Timbaland, and I mean, this is for all sake here. Ron Leslie is not predominantly a hip hop producer, so that's the thing. Timbaland would probably Dieter for me being either number 1 or number 2, and he's always had his own style. He actually birthed the Neptunes as well, because they both worked with each other early on. I don't think they ever got their collaboration out, but they all worked on the same albums, from Justin Timberlake to Jay-Z. I mean, you know, it's quite obvious that I would have Timbaland on there. And I mean, I had the blueprint on my wall, and the Neptunes is on there, right? So they obviously transcended the genre here. Number 3. It's definitely going to be an argument for argument's sake, and they're interchangeable, but they got to be in the top 10 for me, and that will be Organized Noize. Organized Noize obviously produce Outkast. They produce Goody Mob. They produce the whole gang of mofos over there, the Dungeon family in general. A huge part of what music is, regardless, and work with, of course, another person that I'm going to put on at number 4. And that will definitely be Dr. Dre, because I, for one, respect Dr. Dre, and there's nothing wrong. He's interchangeable, because he could be number 1, 2, 3. In my personal opinion, I will put him at number 4, just because I know somebody probably knows Dr. Dre. I know one of my peoples knows Dr. Dre. he probably might say something. I wouldn't be surprised. But anyways, yeah. So number 5, it gets a little shaky here. It could be anybody here. I'm gonna make sure. Oh, I don't want it. I didn't want to delete that. Boom. Let me go ahead and boop boop. Gotta make my
undo.
Yeah, because I'm using my Apple Pencil here. Yeah, fancy guys.
Hey.
So, matter of fact, I'm gonna just put a check mark so I know that I used them. So, got Dre and Neptunes. I already said the Neptunes.
Oh, he contemplating, y'all.
Well, no. I definitely have this one. This one right here also could easily be in the top 3. No mistaking that. No sleeping on it. I don't care what people think about this guy, and that will be Kanye West. Kanye West. I mean, do we really have to argue what Kanye West has done for music in terms of just him being his own artist, being his own MC, just being a person that I'm trying to make this as big as possible here, but just being a huge conglomerate to how music is. Let me go ahead and make this as big as possible here. I'm gonna go ahead and make 30, 32 maybe. Boom. Yeah, there we go. And Kanye West it's quite obvious. It's quite obvious. I see people putting like DJ Shadow and some people in here. I'm not gonna go and expound on yet, but I will say reasons why they have or have not made it. Also, let's see, number 5, Kanye West. I mean, it's kind of arguable there, but he's definitely top 10 easily. I don't care what people think. So the next one is definitely this guy right here, and I have to give it to him, and people sleep on him as both an artist and a producer, and that is Swizz Beats. Swizz Beats. I mean, people were jocking the style. Obviously, a trendsetter, started a movement over there with Rough Riders, has worked with some of the biggest artists in the game. Arguably, one of the dopest styles, very versatile. Recently tore up Just Blaze in that battle, and not so recent. What was that, 2 years ago? But still, just really good, strong influence over the game, and still doing his thing as well. So definitely Swizz Beats in between that. This one right here, I don't know. I'm contemplating on where I want to put this person. It might be a little too early on the list to put this person here. I'm gonna make sure I check off Kanye because I already used Kanye. Shoot. This guy could be actually he could be in the top 5 as well, but I'm just gonna go ahead and put him in the top 10 because it'd be disrespectful to have him lower than that. That's Rick Rubin. So Rick Rubin, of course, Beastie Boys, Run DMC, his first one, Taylor Rock, It's Yours. That was his first record he produced. Then he turned around and was the first producer that I ever heard reverse a record and make a record out of another single. And that was, of course, Taylor Rock, It's Yours. And then he flipped it backwards and made Paul Revere. Rick Rubin has also transcended the genre like all the other guys that I have on the list right now so far. And he started working with rock artists, anywhere from the Dixie Chicks to I always say dancing, but what's another cat? Ozzy Osbourne and Kanye. He worked with Kanye. Obviously, Kanye respects him as well. So I gotta put Rick Rubin in the top 10. I mean, it's only respectful that I do. This guy is definitely gonna catch a lot of heat. It's gonna give me a lot of heat, but I don't care. RZA has to be in the top 10.
Oh, yeah, man. Come on.
Yeah, RZA obviously transcended the genre, went into doing films and stuff like that, scored films, of course. All these guys, as a matter of fact, have scored films.
Anime, everything.
And TV shows. Teddy Riley is not a predominantly hip-hop producer, by the way, guys. I keep on seeing y'all mention Teddy Riley. R&B. So, anyways, now that we have, but RZA, man, Wu-Tang Clan, so they had their own movement. Cash Rules Everything Around Me, Cream, classic record. If you're not into the whole East Coast hip hop, man, I don't know what to think about you as a person. So, but anyways, yes, RZA. So we have him. Number 9. Number 9. Stuff gets really tricky here. And people are going to argue with me about it, but I'm sorry. She definitely, there has to be a female producer on here, and it's got to be Missy Elliott. It has to be. And she's honestly can be argued to be even higher or lower, but I'm not really getting into the crazy stuff here when it comes to that argument, because some people may not fuck with that person, fuck with her because of that. But I don't care. Missy Elliott is definitely dope as fuck. And she's also had many of records that have been number ones and all that. And by the way, I'm not going to mention producers just because that she is, because they have platinum plaques. There's a lot of producers have platinum plaques, but did they set trends in hip hop? That's what I'm saying. And did they transcend the hip hop genre and make it into something crazy? Spawn the Timbo, but fire as hell. Nah, Missy has always been her own beast. You will find that Missy have probably done a lot of tracks. And also, by the way, I know a lot of these producers have used other producers like Kanye West, No ID, obviously, and Dr. Dre, Scott Storch, by the way. But that doesn't eliminate those people at all in any shape or form. So we have Neptunes, Timbaland here as we go into number 10. We have Neptunes, Timbaland, Organized Noize, Dr. Dre, Kanye West, Swizz Beats, Rick Rubin, RZA, Missy Elliott, and I don't know where I'm gonna put it at number 10. I feel a certain kind of way of putting another person in this in 10 because that is a solid spot, and people were gonna argue with me a lot. And there's a few people that I'm looking at right now that I have over here on my list that could be that. Bufu said Khaled number 10. DJ Khaled is at number 10.
Hey, seen that coming.
No. Hell no. I can't pull up I can't do both at the same time. That's what sucks about this. But anyways, number 10 definitely could be argued, but man, people forget about this dude and his movement, and it's only fair that I put him in here, and that is Mannie Fresh. Mannie Fresh. Fresh. I mean, what do we have to say and prove that makes Mannie Fresh a bomb-ass producer? And the fact that people are starting to lean back into the bounce music genre, which something that he participated in way before the Cash Money movement in itself. Definitely really dope. Of course, Cash Money, he's produced a lot of their major hits. Also a huge influence of how the South actually got into the slot that they're in right now, to where it's like, damn, everybody's from the South now, if you want to look at it that way, but there's a little bit more to that story. I mean, Mannie Fresh definitely deserves spot number 10. And it could be interchangeable, but I'm going to stick to my guns here.
All I heard was bounce beats down in Florida. That's all I heard.
Now, things are getting a little tight. There are people in the chat that are going to be upset. People in the comment section are going to be very upset at their guys not getting named, and I don't give a damn. Let's go. So at number 11, again, these are all interchangeable as well. I'm not really going off of just, hey, like, this guy deserves this spot, and there's this, he's better than this person or that. But I'm going to go ahead and put Lil Jon on here, because Lil Jon, again, huge part of the early 2000s of pushing, again, the South agenda and making hit records with almost everybody from the East Coast, the West Coast, obviously down South. Definitely had a career that's expanded beyond just like crunk music. And also has done a lot of records and revitalized and revamped people and reinvented himself as far as records go. Remember Turn Down for What with DJ Snake? That record wouldn't have been a record if it wasn't for Lil Jon. So definitely transcended the genre, definitely has the catalog to prove it, definitely has the hits, definitely a part of hip hop 100%. definitely went beyond hip hop as well and has dominated and has to be respected on the list. So Lil Jon. All right. So things are getting a little shaky here. Lil Jon. Now we're going to go back up to another guy here. And this one right here was very tough for me because I removed him. I was like thinking about the records that he did. But I mean, the respect has to be put on his name because a lot of cats was biting his style. So Just Blaze easily. And, you know, he's earned his salt, obviously interchangeable at any given point, but he's worked with both Dr. Dre, Kanye. He's worked with Swizz. I'm pretty sure Rick Rubin has had a say on what tracks he's had. Definitely has some influence. You know, it's really easy. It's kind of obvious here. Just Blaze. So now this one right here is probably represent of my people. And I know that a lot of people are going to have an issue with this list. I saw somebody name somebody's name in the in the chat, and it's like he's not in the top 10. Well, there's a whole bunch of reasons why if you tuned in early, but you know I'll go over that because anyway. So getting into it here, next person here already named Mannie Fresh, so I'm gonna go ahead and count him out of here. He's already on the list. A lot of people are going to argue with this one right here, Jermaine Dupri. Mind you, Jermaine Dupri.
Here it go.
A lot of people ain't going to like this one, but
let the flame war begin in the comments.
Woo! I might have to switch back and hit everybody with this right here.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Oh, yeah. I know a lot of people don't like Jermaine Dupri. Some people overlook him, but when it comes down to finding talent, obviously he's very good at that. Finding songwriting, music production, obviously did a lot for Criss Cross, Jump Jump. Definitely influenced the whole kid rapper era with not only Criss Cross, but your man's, dang, I can't think of his name right now. Bow Wow. Oh my God, dog, don't you. Chad, do not get mad at me the next time I see you. My bad, bro. And I'm not forgetting about you either. Found the first platinum female artist in the Brat. So, you know, all the people that's giving Jermaine Dupri heat right now about his stripper rapper comment, go ahead and check his stats. And then the So Def Bass All Stars. So, yeah. And, of course, he's worked with Jigga, and he had a huge record with Jigga, transcended the genre with Jagged Edge. Shout out to my homies, Brian and Brandon, because those dudes are so not R&B. If you met them in person, they cool, but they cool peoples, though. But I Just Want to Get Married, huge record. You know, just so, you know, people have an understanding of why I put him on there. But Jermaine Dupri doesn't get enough respect, but he's definitely top 20. I don't care what anybody says. So, list is getting short. Slice is getting low. People in the the chat is getting restless. Let's see. I don't know. People gonna be upset about that one. I have to give these guys a lot of props. I really do. And they, for one, have had their style bit. A lot of people trying to figure out their style post the hardware era. And I know a lot of people, you know, well, there's the first letter. And the first thing I want to say, and as we put the dot in here, is that these guys deserve a lot of respect for not only putting on 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 artists for a genre, but a lot of people started looking back into making their stuff sound like real instrumentation, putting instruments in there, real instruments. Justice League. Yeah, buddy.
Definitely one of my favorites out there.
Very influential in their music production. Very influential. That has went platinum I don't know how many damn times. Hit singles. Even spawned Maybach Music, which is pretty much a series that even made it back 2019 with Port of Miami 2. Matter of fact, the first Port of Miami featured some producers that I really want on this list. But you know, there are some things that can go wrong with that. Oops. When I'm over here messing up now. But here we go. So we're at number 15, and I'm over here sweating, my brother. I definitely want to talk about this guy right here. I know a lot of the young cast is like, man, what's going on? We're at slot 15. Nobody said anything about Metro Boomin yet.
I mean, I'm gonna hold my comments to the end of your list. I'm hold my comments.
Absolutely. I know you just like,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay. Slide.
All right. So I mark him off. Let's see here. You know, there are some. It gets a little tough, man. I ain't gonna lie. This list wasn't easy. A lot of interchangeable parts, a lot of interchangeable people, right. And I really was like, holy shit, do I really want to do this? Because not only will people actually hit me up on the phone, they will DM me, they'll do whatever, they'll say whatever they want to speak their piece. And never mind, I ain't gonna go there yet. I ain't beefing yet. So we're on the list here, and there's some names I'm looking at right now that really do kind of deserve to be on here, and indefinitely, but I'll talk about them in honorable mentions. Woo, man, this is some pressure right now. It's like a damn game show. Like,
well, yeah, when you put this list out, you put it on the internet too, so it's always gonna be up there. So hey, they're gonna look at you like,
we don't fuck
with
you.
They're gonna say that this don't belong. Who fuck unsubscribe.
That deserves like this. That deserves this.
Report for misinformation.
All right, let me stop everybody from sweating here. I'm sweating. I'm
just chilling. Enjoying the show.
Number 15.
I'm loving the chat right now.
Number 15. Wyclef.
Okay.
So that takes care of track masters. That takes care of all the stuff that he's did with his group, the stuff that he's did as a solo artist that transcended the genre hip hop, because that's the thing. Like, a lot of people are naming like A-Rap music, and come on, man, A-Rap is pretty much like now I'm not saying it in a disrespect, but he's a diet version of Just Blaze. He's a diet Just Blaze, but he has a the performance part of his production is really good. Amazing. But he does not deserve to be on this list. I'm sorry. He's not influential in the by any means outside of what he's doing outside of the craft, okay? So, and I probably fucked up by saying that. Well, Wyclef, I had to put him on there. The Fugees, I mean, come on, bruh. Killing Me Softly, which is really not a hip hop song, but it was on a hip hop album. Stuff he's done with Lauryn Hill. Come on, man. Like, come on, man. For real. Next one here. And he was actually an honorable mention, by the way. He was an honorable mention. Next one here. So I'm looking at this list here. We're at 16. We're at 16. A lot of names haven't been named. If we was going to go into another New Orleans-based producer, it will probably be KLC of No Limit. So be mad at me. Be mad at me. Sorry. KLC obviously has multiple platinum plaques with Master P, and every last member of the No Limit family, produced for that whole conglomerate around the way. It could be either interchangeable with Moby Dick. Yes, there was a producer songwriter named Moby Dick on No Limit Records, and just a fantastic music producer altogether. Definitely started a trend of a style of music that transcended hip hop. Even with that, just the fact that No Limit was a huge part of the late 90s, early 2000s, it would be stupid as hell not to name KLC. Sorry, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, number 17. People are getting bad and big hot. I see Malcolm from the North. He in there for trying to fight for Alchemist on here. Man, I'm saying it's going to be a bad look. Yo, so we're on here, and no disrespect to Alchemist, by the way, but we're on here, and I haven't named any of y'all new producers I haven't. And there's a reason why I haven't. Because of this guy right here that doesn't get a lot of respect. And that's Shorty Red. Shorty Red obviously put a lot on for the game for this modern day style of trap music from 2000 to all the way up to 2019. He stuck with his guns, not flipping over. Obviously, Lex Luger, Southside, all them Metro Boomin, TM88. I'm pretty damn sure. Mike Will made it. I'm pretty damn sure they know and respect this guy, and he has influenced their style regardless of what you guys say. So that is why I don't have a Metro Boomin at number 10 or 1, 2, or 3, or TM88 at 1, 2, or 3. And I am super biased when it comes to TM88. I'm super biased when it comes to Metro Boomin. Somebody said peak rock. Come on, bruh. Not even. Anyways. Oops. Oh, let me. Somebody said peak rock. Somebody said peak rock. Hell no. Some of the East Coast cats gonna be upset. I don't give a fuck. I don't. You wanna know why I don't give a fuck? Because
it's your list, man. I mean, you have a right to voice your opinion on what you think, man. People just gotta get over there, man.
You know why I don't give a fuck? Because RZA is easily peak rock times a billion. I don't care what anybody says. Just Blaze is peak rock. I'm peak rock times a billion. Pete Rock has a amazing, phenomenal song that he produced called Reminisce, and I cannot take that away from him. It is pure genius if we're going to look at the science of it. Yes, I see some names in here, and people are like, whoa. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's really tough. It's a really tough one.
3 more to go. Let's get it.
3 more to go. Let's see. So we're on the list here. We're getting to it. There's some stuff. I know a lot of people. Damn, we're 36 minutes in. And I know people are upset. I know people are upset. And that's good. Because it's supposed to start a discussion. It's supposed to start a discussion. You're supposed to hate me. But here. The next one. The next one. I'm going to have to be a bandit, and I have to name DJ Screw. And see, I don't know, I would say DJ Screw, but the thing is, yes, he started damn sure started a movement in hip hop. He did not transcend the genre though, and you know, he died, and R.I.P. to DJ Screw. And that would, and by no means I'm want to be disrespectful to anybody that is from Texas or anything like that, but it puts me in a hard place to have DJ Screw on this list. I always want to have DJ Screw on any top 20 list, regardless. Some of y'all might have him in your top 5, and that's okay. I can understand that, but the music that he's produced, I obviously like. I love stuff from Texas in general, but before I have him on here, I would have this guy. I would have this guy right here. And this guy can easily be higher on the list, but this is why I say Primo over DJ Screw. DJ Screw, for those who don't know, Primo, DJ Premier, is from Texas. And he moved to the East Coast. So he actually brought that particular style that's known for East Coast hip hop to the East Coast. So, you know, a lot of you guys don't understand that. Also, he's a sick ass DJ, obviously. He gives a style of music that has, again, transcended the genre, because regardless of what you may or may not believe, he's produced for many rock bands. He has DJ for many rock bands as well. So he has to be on the list. He has to. That's a tough one. Whew. Man, Mr. Different.
Nah. I'll wait.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, and there's another one that I forgot to put on the list. And shoot, honestly, he was supposed to go in the place of Wyclef, and I forgot. Because it's not fair that he is not on this list at all. Scott Storch.
Josh Storch.
He has to. He has to be on this list. Not only has he done a lot of stuff with Dr. Dre that a lot of people don't know on the Chronic 2001 album, obviously all the dope ass beats and stuff like that. Incredible, huge record that just, I mean, everybody was on his nuts really hard. They was on his nuts really hard when he came out with the lean back joint. I mean, my niggas don't dance; they just pull up their pants and do the rock away.
I mean, that was the gas band. That was the stuff.
Ooh. And then
he produced hit songs. He produced
bangers,
I mean,
bangers,
hit, like
bangers.
So yeah, gotta put him on there.
Bangers, and he doesn't have to be at 19. It's not this list right now is just names. No Metro Boomin, no TM88 on this list, man. What's going on, right?
Right.
What is going on?
Who's number 20 then? Who's number 20? Number 20. Oh boy, evil laugh. So it's
man, I'm sweating, dog. I'm for real sweating. Niggas gonna have beef with me, dog, about this.
Oh yeah, you know it. You know this boy. You can get flame.
Niggas gonna have real beef.
Somebody screenshot this. Somebody screenshot. What the fuck is this? What kind of shit is this?
Real mad. Niggas gonna be real mad.
At that moment, DJ Av lost 1,000 subscribers in one day.
At this moment. Oh, where's it at?
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
Oh, but oof.
Ooh, number 20. All right, let's get to it. I have no fear in my heart. DJ Paul.
DJ Paul. Okay.
DJ Paul of 3-6 Mafia. And I wanted him to be very high. But that would have been very selfish. Obviously 3-6 Mafia, a lot of people it's a dark group. It's a very dark group. But they arguably have had some huge hits, again, that pushed the South movement up a lot. Not only that, they have worked with Justin Timberlake, huge record with Justin Timberlake. Not only that, DJ Paul, Juicy J, they have done some incredible writing and stuff for other artists. Definitely a lot of hit records, a lot of gold and platinum records. Very tough. It's very tough to not have them on the list. There are some people that are not going to be happy about this. So you have about 50% hit. It's a mixture of a lot of people from different parts of the world. When we're looking at this list here, so I'm going to go ahead and shrink it down a little bit because it's a little huge here. So what we have here so far, the Neptunes at number 1, that's just indefinite. Timbaland number 2, Organized Noize at number 3. At number 4, Dr. Dre. Number 5, Kanye West. Number 6, Swizz Beats. Number 7, Rick Rubin. Number 8, RZA. Number 9, Missy Elliott. Number 10, Mannie Fresh. Number 11, Lil Jon. Number 12, Just Blaze. Number 13, Jermaine Dupri. I know a lot of people are going to have a problem with that one. I know it. Number 14, Justice League. Number 15, Wyclef. I know a lot of people are going to have a problem with that, but you're going to have to deal with it. Maria. Come on, man. Carlos Santana. He had Carlos Santana in the hip hop realm at one time. So yeah. KLC, No Limit. I know a lot of people are going to have a problem with that. Number 17, Shorty Red. It could be interchangeable easily, but if we're looking at the way people produce now, his drum kit is the drum kit that every nigga is using right now. It doesn't matter.
Facts.
You can say the Lex Luger snap clap if you want, but before it was the Lex Luger snap clap, it was a Shorty Red clap. You know?
All right. Thanks.
So Primo, yes, could be higher, absolutely. DJ Premier definitely deserves to be on the list regardless. Scott Storch, another one that can be very high on the list. Huge records. Respect, 100%. DJ Paul, number 20, very arguable. And now I want to definitely hear from you, and we're going to talk about those honorable mentions. I know we have a lot of shit that we're going to cover, but I definitely want to hear from you first. He over there, he over there responding. That ain't good. Hell no.
But okay, now here's like your list. Nothing's wrong with it. I don't care what nobody say. If people want to argue about your list and get mad about it, then fucking stop being a salty little crybaby. For real, like it's just a list for one. Two, when you look at what you're saying for your list, as you're saying, influential, transcending, a lot of your stuff makes sense. A lot of your list makes sense, which is cool with me. So I may have no problem with the list. Like I said, I have no problem with it, and I think it's a dope list. You know, there's some arguable stuff here and there, of
Absolutely.
course, but you know, that's for any list. That's for any list. That's for any list. And then the numbers, yeah, I think a little shuffle might be in order a little bit,
right?
Some names, but then that, man, it's a dope list. I mean, it makes sense for the content it's in, and then you know what it is. Influential hip hop producers, it works. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so
I gotta say,
I have honorable mentions because there's some people that I definitely want you, the youth, to understand. Very interchangeable parts. The most interchangeables on this list so far would definitely be Wyclef, and I don't want to take him off the list. I don't give a damn. DJ Paul, it could be interchangeable for a lot of people. I feel iffy about it, but at the same time, my heart of heart feels like DJ Paul birthed a lot of stuff that led to a lot of things. I see people mentioning 40 in the chat. Yeah. I actually agree. But for who though?
Oh,
that's what I'm asking you, chat. Like, but for who over these guys?
We can do a top 50, and you know, I throw them in there because definitely.
I don't even think I really, because there's not really after 20 is just really, it only gets up to like 30 for me.
And then after that, people just start sounding the same and just use the same sound, just
right.
repeating and just slightly variations on sampling, trap, hip hop. It's not like big leap. So yeah.
No big leap. It's just changing of stuff, material, DAWs, all that. Honorable mentions very easily can be in there. I want to point out the most obvious ones that did not make my list, and it really does hurt me because I feel like these young men have set, even though I feel their trap forefathers are on there. And one of them, by the way, I'm just going to go and just put Metro Boomin and TM88, definitely. TM88, Metro Boomin, they definitely had their hit records. Everybody has used the gross beat effects as the same scratch effects as Metro Boomin. So that is influential. So that does meet that criteria. The only reason why I wouldn't name it, put them on there is because the people over here have already eclipsed what they're doing right now, and they're on the path. I saw somebody named J Dilla. J Dilla, absolutely in certain cases, but I don't think J Dilla, and respectfully, doesn't fit in the top 20. And a lot of people will say that J Dilla is overrated. I'm not one of those people, but that is what I hear quite often, and it has some good arguments about J Dilla being overrated. But out of respect of a man that cannot speak for himself, I just did not want to put him on the list just because. But I do respect and love J Dilla 100%. And I do understand that he has had some great records with Erykah Badu, and what's the boys over there, Slum Village, of course, Far Side, because he produced Running, Can't Keep Running Away. Really good record. Love that record as a kid. Another one, Zaytoven. Now, this one right here is really tough for me, for putting because he's transcended the genre. Zaytoven has produced for produced for Usher. He did Papers, but Usher is known for Fandango flexing hard on a hip hop beat. And then you ask what else. And, it just gets a little foggy. Not saying that Zaytoven, again, is bad or by any means. He's honorable mention. Very good.
I'll put Mike Dean up in there. That's one of my. What do you think about him?
Mike Dean, I say so. Work with Kanye hand in hand. But Kanye Kanye obviously made sure that guy was under the rock. His best kept secret. in most cases, you know. But Mike Dean definitely has to be an honorable mention. No disrespect to him at all, because I'm pretty sure he watches this damn podcast. I'm pretty damn sure of it. If I'm not 100% sure. Another honorable mention, he was on my list, and then I had to delete him because a lot of people would have disagreed, but I just am a huge fan of this guy. That's Flying Lotus.
Yes.
Let me see. I see I have a little issue over here where I'm blocking where I'm writing. Flying Lotus though. Flying Lotus, very, very talented, has worked with a lot of the great rappers, has worked with a lot of jazz people and stuff like that. A lot of jazz greats, Herbie Hancock, obviously one of them. Thundercat, another one, as far as a fire-ass bass player. Really hard for me not to have him on the list, but I feel like he has a lot more in him. You know what I'm saying? But this one right here, that's an honorable mention, is really tough that I even have him right in the pool of honorable mentions, because I have a lot of respect for him. And I just didn't want to put him on the list because I felt it'd be kind of redundant, but at the same time, it's kind of hard to say it's redundant because he produced No ID, Kanye West. Anyways, because somebody just said that. No ID, though, I definitely got to give him his respect as an honorable mention. Again, if he was the master, Kanye was a student, but, you know, we see how stuff like that works in the industry. DJ Toomp, though, obviously T.I. done a lot of great work with T.I. He's also worked with Kanye West on one of Kanye West's arguably great albums, The Graduation, I believe the name of it. Just really hard. Let me see here. I'm gonna have to kill something real quick. Image, boop, because that's in the way. We're just gonna have to deal with this stupid ass window shit on the bottom here. But next one here, I wanted to put on here. So y'all guys don't think Alchemist. Alchemist. Definitely didn't forget about him. He's right here. He was actually in my top 10. But I didn't think it was fair to a lot of the other guys that have transcended what he has done. Alchemist is huge on both. He's more huge on the underground scene than he is in the mainstream. And no, I don't want to be one of those guys that just only notarize or only hold the people that are commercial artists to a higher esteem than underground artists. Being an underground producer, goddamn.
Right.
Jake One, definitely one that I will put on there, but obviously he doesn't really meet the criteria as far as like setting a trend, because he didn't set a trend to that style of hip hop that he does. So sorry. Young Chop, though. Young Chop, how you feel about that? Because
Chop, yeah.
Drill music, I mean put Chicago on his back, basically.
Pretty much carried. I mean, he was the sound of that. So yeah,
Doesn't get a lot of respect for what he's done, honestly.
Don't. You know, he's rapping now, ain't he? He's rapping a lot now, ain't he?
Yeah, Young Chop he could easily be on this list because he again worked with a artist that was independent, ended up being large in a strong era.
Right.
I saw somebody mention Polow the Don. He's actually on my top 20 list. He got replaced for Wyclef.
Yeah, I forgot about Polow the Don. Shit.
I didn't. I replaced him with Wyclef. He's probably gonna punch me in my face when I see him in person. Because I've actually done a documentary on here on my YouTube channel about Polow the Don. Definitely fits the criteria. It's huge. But when I argue about Polow the Don, is that Polow the Don, yes, he's done a lot of hip hop records, but his biggest records are pop records.
Yes.
His biggest records are pop records. So it's kind of hard to say he's the most influential hip hop producer. Especially when you already have Timbo, and he's a understudy of Timbaland. So that explains why his vibe is a lot like Timbo in a lot of regards, and how he takes risk on different drums. He knows he got a part of that game in there. But I know Polow the Don, he was a part of a group that I can't remember the name right now, and he had a song called "How to Play When You See Me in the Streets, Bitch." Yeah, Holla at the Player. I can't think of the name of the group, and they're gonna probably punch me all in the arm. And another one, Drummer Boy. Drummer Boy. So close to be on this list. Damn, I'm gonna get my ass whooped.
I mean, hey, just remember, man, just a list, man, just a list.
I'm gonna get my ass whooped.
People gonna be salty. If you're getting salty at a list, then you obviously ain't shit.
Yeah, and we're 54 minutes in, boy.
yeah. I think
Somebody put DJ Drama. Come on, man. Come on. DJ Drama, if I come up with a top 50 or top 20 DJs, he's definitely making it. I know people are going to say Don Cannon or something like that. Come on. Yes, Don Cannon does fit some of that criteria. The Runners.
Oh, man.
Come on now. Everybody was chopping up other people's fucking vocals and putting that in their beats at one time.
Hell yeah.
Easily. And it's kind of hard to say that they transcended the genre, but they're actually transcending it now. Somebody said, "How do you not have Southside? How do I not have Lex Luger in the top 20 then?" So yeah, and no, Southside and TM88 and Lex Luger did not do the whole crazy hi-hat thing first. No, that would be Shorty Red. Please put some respect on that man's name. That's why he's on this list.
Research.
Yeah, Zaytoven definitely could be in the top 20 easily when I look back at it. Another one a lot of people don't know about, Rick Rock, produced a lot of E40 stuff, a lot of the whole Bay Area in general, platinum plaques, all that shit. Just didn't. It's hard to say if he transcended or not. That's the only thing. Who else I had as an honorable mention? Also I had DJ Magic Mike, and he honestly, this guy right here, which a lot of people aren't gonna, you know what, I gotta move him down a little bit. Boom. DJ Magic Mike, honestly, he should be in that top 20, honestly, because he was doing the whole baits and crazy 808s way back in the 80s, produced a lot of Miami artists. Even left doing stuff for a lot of people. And DJ Plug, Bobby Critical. Come on, man. DJ Plug would even say himself he wouldn't put himself in the top 20. But he is dope though, and he stays not too far from me. Yeah, DJ Magic Mike, very influential on just the whole entire sound, the vibe. I see somebody put DJ Mustard in there. Yes, he actually honestly he could be in the top 20. Honestly, so DJ Mustard, yes. So honorable mention, but again, yeah, it's hard. He's a hard one to put in there. Interchangeable, very. Bangladesh,
man.
A Millie, the Millie beat. That's all you got to say. Bangladesh, the Millie beat,
and that's it. Yeah,
somebody said Pierre Bourne. No, Pierre Bourne is really dope, but he's not top. He's not top 20 influential at all. But he's influencing a lot of people's style. Definitely now. Everybody uses the same drum kit, so if you want to give him credit for that, yeah, all right. Mike Will, yes, honorable mention. Yes, Mike Will.
Yes.
And I was going to be biased and put him in the top 20, but he's actually from my area. He's from my area. He's from my exact area that I'm at right now, and yes. Another name, Jazzy Faye. Obviously everybody knows him from the stuff he's done with Sierra, but he did a lot of stuff with T.I., a lot of platinum plaques, done stuff all from Texas all the way up to Tennessee. Very good, very dope songwriter. Just misses the list just a little bit because of certain things, just a little bit, but he could, in my personal opinion, be in the top 20. What else? Bomb Squad, not a very familiar name to a lot of you youngsters, but they produce a lot of Public Enemy stuff early on. Obviously, they have the plaques to prove it, definitely. But the only reason why I don't have them, and Ice Cube, by the way, Ice Cube's first album, they produced records for that. Very hard to not have Bomb Squad on there personally. Let's see. Who else there? I think everybody else. Obviously, since I put DJ Screw on there, and removed him from the top 20. I had to put him right here. It's only fair. Did DJ Screw makes this list somewhere in some shape? Somebody said the Heat Makers. Yes, they got some good ones, man. But how much did they actually influence the game? Was there somebody that was already doing it? Eric Sermon. Yes. Yes. Diddy. Come on.
Why you do that? Oh man, that's
Hell no.
I think it's time to move on.
Yeah, we gotta move on, man. Because I know Diddy will shut down the YouTube channel over disrespect now. Yeah, I don't want to start no shit over no Diddy or anything like that. But come on, man.
People need to understand, man. It's just a list. Come on, y'all.
The chat, yo. Ooh, boy, but this list though. Again, so we're just gonna review it again, then we're gonna move on and just give short talk because there is some other interesting stuff that happened. But number one, I had what did you say?
They can rewind. You got to set away. They got DVR set up.
Right.
Rewind.
All right, so we move forward here. I'll say this. I'll say this for the post on my damn community tab.
You need to post that list. You need to say that, post it,
and throw it on Twitter.
You need to pin down your wall on Twitter.
Ooh, I'm gonna get lit up. All right, I'm gonna get lit up.
You can get fucking fired. But I mean, let's say it's just a list. At the end of the day, it's no right or wrong answer. You know,
someone will be like, no Taz Taylor, no Nick Mira.
Yeah, there's gonna be some of that. I'm mad it ain't no Mr. Different up on there. Oh, bitch ass. Hey, I've got damn you put Mr. Different up there. God damn, that boy got some heat.
Here we go again.
So, interesting stuff. So, speaking of BusyWorksbeats, even though we didn't say BusyWorksbeats, but top 20 did her live.
X, number one.
Yo, so let me what the fuck? I got this damn look. I'm looking crazy over here. But yeah. Speaking of BusyWorksbeats, man, switches over to Ableton. And
is he switching or is he just trying it out?
He's trying it out.
Okay.
I don't even know what to say, man. How to even start a video like this when you just realize you should have been doing this the whole time. Now, I won't give Ableton too much credit, but if you saw in our last video why people love Ableton, you'll understand why I am shaking my head.
I want to give Ableton Live too much credit. That sounds like...
That's the FL gang move right there.
He's trying to save face, man. He gonna lose like 70% of his subscribers if he says it's the shit.
Wake up next day, Busy would be sending 100,000 subscribers.
He got like 40K and shit. Damn, I got less than half now. God damn.
What the hell?
See?
But I mean, I'm not mad at his move because I'm gonna be real with y'all. I just bought.
Somebody said Beats by the Pound. KLC is Beats by the Pound player.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I bought Ableton Live yesterday. I bought the Sweet version yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Not even knowing that he was gonna buy. Like, damn, I saw BusyWorksbeats guys like, oh shit.
Yeah, I gotta hurry up with my goddamn tutorials, bro.
You boy.
There you go.
People flood the market now.
That nigga BusyWorksbeats don't sleep, bro.
Ain't be on he be on it like shit. Put out 5 videos a day.
This is it.
All this time and you didn't tell me. Why didn't you tell me about Ableton's best? Now I understand why people love Ableton Live. Now forgive me for not knowing why you loved Ableton Live. I understood why you may have loved it, but now I understand why you love Ableton Live from the absolute jump. So today, I recently started stumbling around back in Ableton Live, and
you know, this nigga BusyWorksbeats got like 80 MIDI keyboards, man. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Boy, he got every sense you can think of, man. It's like, damn, Busy, do you need more shit? Well, wait, go ahead and get the modular rack. I'm waiting for it, Busy. Busy, get you a modular synth. I'm waiting for it. I want to see a big ass brick back there with all kind of cables sticking all over the place. Go ahead and get that. That's all you need. He needs that, man. Busy be killing me, man. Shout out to Busy.
This nigga got every MIDI keyboard known to mankind. Sell some of that shit.
Workstation, he got it. Like, he got modes, he got profits, he got, man, I mean, that boy, he probably got something that we ain't never heard of back there somewhere in the corner. Yeah. This is the first ever synth that ever was made. I bought eBay. I fucking beat though, man.
What the hell, bro? Like, he has every damn MIDI controller known the man. And he got that caught fire too. It ain't gonna be on his desk.
He made one video on that.
Let me. My head on the mic.
Where's the rest? Where's the follow up? Is it still good? Is it still fire?
In comes the I just realized that Ableton is better. He broke a lot of hearts that night. All right, so moving forward here.
Every FL Studio person on his channel just looked at the computer like, fuck. Damn.
I just learned how to use the piano roll.
I learned how to use
BusyWorksbeats is leaving me, man.
I got Ableton.
Oh, we got these bum ass niggas that internet money now, man. And all they do is type beat videos.
Oof, come on.
Oh shit.
Damn.
Speaking of which, in the headlines is internet money. I'm an asshole.
You are.
But speaking of which, they was in the headlines for fixing internet money, internet plants is what people are calling them on Twitter right now.
And in the description, so if you want, then go check those out.
And this guy drops a video.
If you haven't watched my previous video on Taz Taylor, then I highly suggest you go watch that first, as some of the things being mentioned in this video will be referring back to the last video. But if you do need a bit of a refresher, I will be bringing context from the last video into this one, just in case. The main thing you need to know is who Chelgi and Taz Taylor are, as they are the main
Oh, Taz Taylor trying to use his authority to get him some pussy. Fat ass bitch.
This is why I stay on Twitter, because I don't even be hearing that. I'll be like, man, I'll be hearing stuff like, what the hell going on?
Bruh, while you was on vacation, the streets was hot.
Boy, I'm so glad, because I missed so much. I got back, I said, what? My feeds went crazy. I said, what the hell I missed? And I came back to some hell. Man,
and it's gonna be some more on that. So anyways, I'm not gonna cover all of that garbage over there. I don't give a damn about what another man does, man.
Do what you do. If it's working for you, it works for you. If it don't, it's gonna catch up eventually. So what the fuck ever, man. It's damn.
It is what it is. But yeah, check out that video though. It is out there, and it is very interesting and well done. So producer scams. I almost forgot what I was going to talk about as far as producer scams, but there is a scam that I probably might have to cover in a separate video and not on the podcast. Was in the studio. I've been in the studio a lot lately. What's going on, Cody and Styles? And I overheard some people talking, managers and all that stuff.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
And they was talking about how they love going to YouTube and using free beats, quote unquote, free beats. Using free beats and reselling them to labels.
Ooh.
Nobody's going to believe me. I know. You know, it's got to happen.
I mean, that's true. That happens. That's actually going on. It's not false. But, we're small channels that don't know shit.
Yeah,
we know. Don't know shit. What do we know? What do we know, Ad? What do we know?
And even though like Pain One has like talked about this for like X amount of years now, like for me to even run into people to do funny stuff like that. So when you guys actually run into people that are talking about, hey, send me beats, and then they're trying to sell you no free beat shit and all that, you better question yourself. When your stuff gets placed and they tell you that there was no money put out there, they got paid. They got paid in other ways, and you helped that. Exactly.
People need to start learning the business, man. Y'all need to learn your business, learn the rules, and just protect yourself. Protect yourself, man.
But wait, there's more.
Oh no, lying. There can't be more.
Oh yeah, there's more.
Can't be more.
So, same manager, by the way, quote unquote, was talking about how they buy beats from BeatStars for $20.
Oh, don't tell me they up the price and sell them back to other people. Oh, hell no. You don't say, F. Hell no. Huh.
No, proper one right here. Talking about reselling, buying beats from people off BeatStars, reselling them bitches to the label. Now, mind you, there are people that are making beats and they're making them exclusive for $20. They think they are cashing out, and they're not cashing out at all.
Don't do
And
that.
if you think about all the producers that don't sell their beats online, don't have their beats online, that might be a reason why they don't have their beats online. I wish. What's going on, Busy? What's going on, Busy? What beats? Oh yeah.
Yeah, people doing that.
Selling their
$20.
beats for like, even I ain't gonna say like I'm not selling my beats right now for $150. The ones that I do have online, because there ain't that many. BusyWork Ableton. So I'm not saying that I don't have stuff like that online, but that made me just say, yeah, I'm glad I canceled my BeatStars. Because this guy that I'm talking about here, that was some scumbag shit. I mean, buying beats for $100, getting them placed, and then the person gets the money, that only gets $100, and then they get over $10,000 per beat. And we're talking 2016 to 2019. Basically, this person's been hustling people for a long time. Yeah. And there needs to be more receipts. Yes, there are more receipts to it. Unfortunately, I have to play the video. I can't play the video here because the video is in like 4K and it does not work, but it definitely will be on my channel because I recorded that motherfucker. I like, see there? See, this is what the fuck I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about, man. You don't do.
Yeah, be careful, man.
You don't. This is what you don't do. Like, and I know, like I'm not trying to put this scare tactic on people because obviously I'm on BeatStars.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I'm not. I don't have.
And I placed. And mind you, this is old game because a lot of you guys that do give away your beats and all that shit. What happens is another scam is, and it's foul. I've definitely been asked to do this. Is to remake your beat. Remake or find the idea around that. So imagine how many times that you might have got a placement or could have, shoulda, woulda got a placement, but the fact that they didn't want to pay you or they have somebody's well connected in the game, and you just have to remake. You are asked to remake their shit, and I'm talking about remaking not to where it sounds close to it where you have an idea. I'm talking about totally taking the idea to another level.
Right.
Ridiculous. And I was just asked that recently. Asked to if I didn't know that producer if I didn't know that actual producer that sells their beats online, that person probably wouldn't have the placement that he's gonna get. The fact that I have morals and I did not want to remake the track is the reason why this person is gonna get a placement.
Yeah,
but think about the thirsty producers out here that just, remake your shit? All right.
Oh shit, how much you gonna pay me? You can pay $10 for that? Oh yeah, I'll remake it.
Shit, they pay you about 10 off rip. All you gotta do, and they'll just try to make sure that they get like your publishing or something like that. Or if you're not gonna get if you're smart enough, of course, not to sign away your publishing or anything like that. They'll either pay you a little less or something like that, or in that regards, or it might even pay you as much. It just depends on how either smart or stupid you are.
Yeah.
So
the main thing is you gotta be protecting. Gotta know these laws, man. Know what you're doing. Just be cautious to win. Don't chase the quick buck. The quick buck is not always the right way.
Yeah, and I know when you price your beats for like $20, it's like $20 per lease. It's just like an easy amount of money for somebody to buy, even though. The vast majority of the time, a lot of these artists go to YouTube and rip that sumbitch, and I could put that in the Pro Tools session and we'll record over it. Then they go to the producer, and then they have that shit remade.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's what it is, man. That's the way it is. But like I said, I don't want to. Like you said, we're not trying to scare nobody because it happens. But just know. I understand everybody starts out somewhere, and you're starting out. You gotta do what you gotta do. You got to do what you gotta do, regardless.
Yeah, and I'm not about that capping life. I'm not gonna cap. I don't care about capping. I'm a no cap Negro, like no cap Negro. But yeah, that's disrespectful. So new stuff. It was actually some pretty decent new stuff. I've actually had this VST for a while here, and I want to talk about it, and I'm gonna do a review on it because I did pay for it, and it's really good.
What is it? What you got? Come on.
Finally, Propellerhead Reason starts putting their stuff out there that people really want, like their rack, like the Sega Genesis or the Sega Mega Drive iconic FM sound chip is now available as a VST plugin. About goddamn time.
Surprise, motherfucker.
That's how I felt.
Hey.
And
they did to the the wave table not too long ago, didn't they?
Which one?
The wave table that they made. Ain't that a VST you can buy separately? Is it?
Oh yeah. I can't remember the name of it. I didn't really like it. I didn't like the presets that they had, but the video that Andrew Hoing did. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, and I'm not trying to disrespect that guy today. But that video that he did, a review on that was very good. It made me really like it, but I did like the features that it had. Anyway, so let's hear how it sounds. Does it sound like the Sega Genesis like we want, or does it sound like ass cakes? I already know the answer to it.
Oh.
God damn. What, the internet is hating.
Inphonic presents the RIM 2612 iconic FM synthesizer. A faithful emulation of the Yamaha YM2612 sound chip, best known for being the vibrant voice of the Sega Genesis video game console. Initially released as a rack extension, the RIM 2612 is now available as VST, audio unit, and AAX formats for Windows.
Anyway, man, forget all that.
12 gives you access to the most famous classic Sega sounds, but not only. With
Yeah. It 100% sounds like the Sega Genesis.
Download link. Download link.
Oh, it's at info. Oh, my bad. I put it in the chat.
Nah, I'm looking. It's all good.
Yeah, man, it's really good. I mean,
I'm being a co-host right now.
Surprise, motherfucker.
you got the double one. Yeah, it's really good. Regardless if I put the review out or not, I'm just trying to make beats that are worthy of it.
Only $25. Oh, yes.
What? I don't care. I paid $40, I think, but I don't care. I don't freaking care. I don't freaking care.
Add to cart.
Oh, well, I paid $50. No, wait a minute. $50. I paid $50 for it. Really good. Some examples here. Damn it. Oh, do I love the Sega Genesis, man. I know my name is Traptendo, but the Sega Genesis
it had that sound, man.
It has the vibe. It has the vibe.
It had that sound.
Sonic the Hedgehog soundtrack.
Iconic games, man. We're making it. Come on.
Alter Beast, come on, man.
The
comments that I get on that video too for the Alter Beast trap beat, like it's like, man, you call yourself Traptendo, but you sampled the Genesis game. But yeah, this shit is fire. And not only that, what makes it really good, pardon me, guys, what makes it really good is you can pull in Sega Genesis files into that synth.
What up?
Yeah, I didn't even want to tell people that. I hate just revealing shit like that. I don't like giving the sauce away. That's some extra research that people need to do. But yeah, I'll be that guy. Yes. Yeah, you can put VGA files into it, and then you can pull out the freaking sounds of the games that you want. It is ridiculous.
Oh shit! Here we go again.
All I want is maybe a Game Boy one like that, a Game Boy Advance one like that.
Ooh, damn, that'd be dope. That'd
be sick. That'd be sick.
That would be fucking dope, delicious.
That would be sick. But anyway, so moving forward.
Okay, so the rack extension is okay. So
it's worth it, man. It's worth
$25.
it. Presto Beast is like, how though, man? I'm definitely putting out a tutorial on that because I know that tutorial is going to get a million views. I need it. This nigga over there reading this shit. So moving on. Some pretty real cool news and some news that Loopmasters is really trying to put Splice into the ground.
Yeah, they are.
Loopmaster buys Beatport Sounds and teases his biggest update of Loop Cloud ever.
I got a sneak preview of it.
Yeah. So Loopmasters has teased the latest update of its Loop Cloud service and plugin version 5, which promises to be the biggest update yet. Not only that, there is a small matter of sample boutique buying Beatport sample store. More on that shortly, as we are sure the two are related. Firstly, though, Loop Cloud 5 has been teased with Loopmasters taking to Instagram with one of those 9-tile takeover things. And free music samples, download loops, hits. This is like, I don't even need to go any further. This is huge. This is really huge for a lot of reasons. One, not too long ago, Loopmasters took all of their Splice clout and left Splice, and therefore came up with Loop Cloud because Splice has their own app that they have, and you know, a lot of people are trusting in Splice. And Loopmasters is really establishing themselves in other markets more than just having labels and selling samples. They're providing a service that is pretty unmatched. How do you feel about that, man? Like, expound on it.
A good competition is always good, man. Competition is always good, always good. I'm looking forward to seeing what they got. Like I said, I got a little sneak preview of what they got going on. They talked to me and showed me some things behind the scenes. I was like, oh shit, let me know when y'all ready to drop. I'm ready to go. It's definitely gonna be dope.
Yeah. So there was a comment in the chat.
Changer.
Damn, everybody hit me. You heard that? You heard the text messages? Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Oh boy. Yeah, we're getting into some shit. But anyway, so when I get into a certain thing here, of course, Stefan said, have I checked out the Southside sample pack on Splice? And true indeed, it's not offering too much outside of the samples. I mean, come on, same drums. I wouldn't be surprised. I didn't even listen to all of it. Some of the samples were pretty good, and respect to Southside on what he's done with those. You know, he's getting his bag, obviously, and you know, it is what it is. Everybody knows my feelings about Splice when it comes to them in general, because most of their stuff, like I've literally have clicked on other artist-based packs and they have had the exact same sounds, and it's like, dude, why? They're just the name at this point. Like, you're using their name. They're not sound designers. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay because they are getting that bag. Splice wants to use them as a means or a muse to bring more traffic. They're winning. It is what it is. So, you know, I can't really comment further from here. So I don't. There is an article, but I was gonna read it. Oh no. Other new thing. Of course, remember in my video, and I'm gonna, when I do my review on this particular plugin, I'm gonna talk about this. But remember, I said that the market for granular effects is at large right now, and that put out Polow and set a pretty much unprecedented standard when it comes to a granular effect. So, but it's $150, I believe I paid. What was it, like $150?
$150. That's it's $150. It's still $150.
Yeah. So at least the market open for something like Remnant. Remnant is $30. Is just brand spanking new. Then well, even if you bought Portal, you get Iris too for free. But anyways, yeah, it's a granular delay, pretty much just like Portal. You know, if you have Ableton Live anyways, you have a granular delay in there that works just like kind of like Portal, but it's not as easy to play with. But if you understand how micros work in Ableton, you can do that. But Remnant is here for $30. So if you're not in Ableton head and you're FL Studio head and you want to use a good granular delay that's low price, there this is.
Yeah, I got a copy today, so I'm gonna check it out myself. I got that, and I also got a granular synthesizer that's pretty cheap on there as well. I bought that, and
what you talking about, Mangle?
No, it's called just type in granular synthesizer and Plugin Boutique, and it should pop up. It's like $100, but it's like a granular synthesizer that's pretty dope. It's made by God
damn it, where is it?
Audio Damage. Is it gonna be audio?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I have it on my iPad. I bought it for like $10 on the iPad. That's crazy. $100 for the plugin, and then it's like $10 for.
Yeah, it's called,
tell you, man, iOS, bro.
I know. I can't think of the name of what it's called. It's yeah. If you just type in granular synthesizer, it'll pop up. Portals pop up, and it's something else. It'll pop up like right beside Portals.
Yeah,
it's like the only.
There's one that's I'm gonna call it granular. I'm gonna put granular.
Just put granular. Just put granular synthesis. All the plugins will pop up.
Granular.
Yeah.
Quanta is probably what you got.
Probably. I can't think of the name.
Where in the hell is the other one, man? There's one that's better than that, and it's also cheaper. It's also cheaper, and it's really good. But this right here, Quanta, sounds really good. It's really good for samplers.
That is it. That's it. That's the one. Yep. Yeah. Pick that up.
But
I mean, yeah. That's the one. That's the one I picked up. Yep.
But it's like you pay. Well, it's probably better on CPU than Iris 2 is though, because Iris 2 has so much potential. But goddamn,
all sample based. If I like it, I'm glad if you buy something. Like I said, go to Plugin Boutique right now and buy something because goddamn, use our links. Go buy something because goddamn. Iris 2 is amazing. It's amazing. It's powerful as hell and it's free. Come on, you sleep if you don't buy this a $1 plugin on Plugin Boutique this month just to get Iris. You're sleeping, man.
Yeah, and I'm almost done with their the preset bank. I gotta talk to them on what they want to do with it first or whatnot. I might just release it myself. I don't. Sometimes, I'm just gonna leave my comments to myself. I'm just gonna leave it exactly.
But yeah, but granular synthesizer is gonna be a new sound, man. Like if you don't have some sort of granular synthesizer or effect,
granular. I see a future in it. I really do. I see an immediate future in granular.
It's an experimental sound type, right now, and it's still in this baby stage. I mean, there's people who've been doing it for a while, of course, but I think now more people are starting to catch wind of the power of granular synthesis. What it can do, and trust me, it's gonna be a hit record. It's gonna be like all granularized out. People gonna be like, "Why you fucking do that shit?" It's granular synthesis.
Richard Devine, he actually does a lot of granular synthesis and stuff like that. And then goddamn people got to tell him about the one that's on iOS, and now he's over there just cooking. God damn, man, you can't tell somebody like Richard Devine too powerful to be telling the sauce, man.
He can make any sound. You name it.
Right. You give him the sauce, man. He's gonna make that sauce into like spaghetti or some shit. I don't know. I can't think of it. But all right. So I guess we'll cover a question or two because we've been on for like an hour and a half, man. I didn't think that list is gonna take that long, but
it's good money. I do appreciate everybody who came through on this Monday. Absolutely. Though. Sorry we couldn't be on Sunday. So 80 people strong. Appreciate every last one of you guys in here. Chat. Even people watch this later down the road, next day, whatever. Appreciate you.
Was it Codeine Style said, hey Ab, what is the best way to sell beats in your opinion? I mean, regardless of the scams that you have to be aware of, I mean, selling beats online is definitely your best bet if you don't plan on leaving your house. Yeah, my personal opinion, and it's just because the changing of the guard is happening to my own self, is that you definitely got to go places where artists are at. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Like, either you're going to go to a studio, you're going to pay for studio time. And a lot of you guys don't like to invest in yourself, but spending $200 to be in a studio on a Friday night isn't the worst of things to be, worst of places to be if you want to be where all the artists are recording at. You know what I'm saying? And that depends on which studio, obviously, if you have access to that. I'm just saying that's my move in what I do in Atlanta, which I'm at a point now where I don't have to do that. I'm cordially invited to a lot of sessions because I bring another a level of I don't know, but I play the guitar, so they always need somebody to play some guitar part or some shit. You feel me?
There you go.
So but what is the best way to sell beats? That's either online. It's never gonna change. That rhetoric is never gonna change. Cause
find some local talent. Just find some local talent that needs beats, man. And just work with them.
Yeah, because there are people, and I met like 3 or 4 independent artists right now. Like they just from IG, posting memes, being on IG, and posting stuff on Spotify. Their freaking Spotify views is ridiculous. These dudes are making 50 fucking grand for a song, for 1 or 2 songs, and they're not that known. Like that's ridiculous. And and you know what's crazy about that? The labels, they go to these dudes immediately because they know if they're making 50K by themselves, they can easily make a couple of thousand out of it, a couple more thousand out of that, if not $1 million or so off a song, man. Like,
come on, it's simple. It's simple math. It's there.
Yeah, so I guess that pretty much wraps up the questions here. I guess I'll do like one more thing as far as I want to read, because I did ask everybody, well, who's on your top 20 producer list, and there's some trolls, and then there's a lot of comments and stuff like that. Damn, boy, my computer is just acting quite crazy. So I see. Damn, somebody put Southside. Niggas love them. Alex, look at this list right here. In no particular order: Taz Taylor, Nick Mirror, KBZ, myself, Lifestyle Stole It, Kiki, and Spins 808. Honorable mention: Yo Pierre, and you want BusyWorksbeats and the XR Tour Life guy, TM88. No. Yeah. Oh, somebody said Ab McCree. That deserves a love. Unfortunately, I won't. I'm not a top 20 producer. I'm not even a top 100,000. Somebody said DJ Paul, Juicy J, Easy Mo B. Yeah. Easy Mo B for Flavor in Your Ear, Lil Jon, DJ Premier, Mannie Fresh, Just Plays. That's weird. A lot of them are all those guys in that list are DJs, by the way, by Stephen Q Beats. Yeah, those are all DJs. Doug Knight said Just Plays, Johnny J, DJ Kylie, I never can say the name right. DJ Premier, Ski Beats, Alchemist, Havoc, Kanye West, LES, to name a few. Not bad. You said, bruh, Metro Boomin should be #1, period. Another one, Metro Boomin. Another person, Swizz Beats, Just Blaze, Timbo, Neptunes. So we're talking about a guy that has common sense. No ID, Kanye, Mike Dean, Zaytoven, Jazzy Faye, 40. Damn, good list so far. Q-Tip, oh yeah. RZA, Large Professor, Eric Sermon, Scott Storch, Dre, Battlecat, Metro Boomin, Digital Noize, and Mike Will. Damn good list. That was Vincent. In no order, Black Moses Beats said Timbaland, Dr. Dre, Kanye West, the Neptunes, Ninth Wonder, Just Blaze, Mannie Fresh, No ID, The Alchemist, Zaytoven, Shorty Red, Polow, The Don, Little John, DJ Quick, oof, Organized Noise, J. Cole, Big Crit. Oh my God, this is a damn good list. Damn, that's a damn good list. One more. Momo Ward said Scott Storch, Kanye, Ninth Wonder, Neptunes, Timbaland, Nujambas, Dilla, Just Blaze, T Minus, Boy Wonder, Max Martin, Heedy and Black. He's about to get disrespectful. YouTube producers. He said BusyWorksbeats, DJ McCree. He said MG the Future, Mr. Different, and Gunsau, and honorable mention Bass Gutter. I don't know. Bass Gutter got to be. I could be the honorable mention. Bass Gutter got to be up there in the top. Top 5. But yeah, that was nice. Oh. Fuck it. One more. I don't know. Zerd Brain. He said, even though I make trap beats these days, I certainly say Lord Finesse is still one of my main influences. He's a genius. If you listen closely to his beats, you will hear so many samples that he used create small nuances to fill up the beat, and they sound unique to him. Okay, that's a good one. And of course, Tasmania put himself in there with Southside, TM80, and Metro Boomin.
Well,
hey, you gotta believe in yourself, right?
If you don't, then why are you doing it?
Yeah.
You waste time.
Codeine Styles wants me to check out his list that's that's in there. It's a lot of people too. It's a lot of comments. I just want to.
That's good. That's good. A lot of people, chimed in.
Yeah. I don't see his name up. God damn, man, it's a lot. Holy God.
Shit.
Past Pace said me.
Past Pace trash.
Trash.
Okay.
They used to get.
Yep.
Fucking Past Pace.
Yeah, I can't find you on here, man. It's just a lot of people. But yeah, and there's more people that's coming through. But anyways, guys, man, I really appreciate everybody joining in. It's a really long one, man. This is longer than we normally go. Hour and 35.
Fucking Monday. I'm probably getting yelled at. I'm gonna be yelled at right now anyway. I can hear it in the living room and cussed out. So
yeah,
it's gonna be a night for me. Y'all pray for me. Pray I make it back to YouTube.
What did they say these days, man? Pray for Mr.Different.
Hey, it's gonna be another week for y'all see me.
Okay, so I found Codeine Styles. I'm gonna go ahead and read him up. I think Codeine Styles is definitely a Southern boy, of course. Jay Green, Sean Kemp, DJ Paul, Juicy J, Tony Wright III. Mannie Fresh, David Banner, DJ Premier, Pimp C, DJ Muggs, Dan the Automator, Cutmaster Kurt, Cool Keith, Timbaland, Ninth Wonder, Isham, Space Ghost Perp, yeah, that's Denlinger, Lex Luger, and Hava from Mobb Deep. So there we go. But anyways, yeah, we got to go.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, guys. Hit y'all with that damn outro, intro,